Hello everyone and welcome to AFL.com.au's coverage of the AFL Women's season launch for 2018. The excitement is building here. There is a lot to get through today. We're going to hear from some of the stars of the show real soon. The build-up continuing to season 2 of AFLW as we prepare to see what these women dare to create.
Well, did you know that a woman actually smiles on average 62 times a day as opposed to a man who smiles 8 times a day on average?
Well, that's a good little stat.
So I couldn't be happier about season 2 starting.
Hey, and what about going in as defending premiers? You get the flag presented to you today. I mean, it brings all the memories back.
It does bring the memories back, but you know, we've been really focused since 1 January kicked over that we're no longer premiers. So that's been really, we're back at 0, ready to go again.
It was a big moment for Beck and the Adelaide Crows as Richard Goyder presented Rob Chapman, the Crows chairman, with the premiership flag. And former AFL Commissioner Sam Mostyn was unveiled as the AFLW ambassador, presenting the Premiership Cup for this season on stage.
I'm completely overwhelmed. It's a great honour. It means I get to go to many more of the games, of course, and pay attention to every game.
The league chief confident they can maintain the hype of season 1.
If year 1 was about creating history and proving we were ready, then year 2 is defining what we represent as a competition, as clubs and as players. The AFL's role is to be looking to next year and the year after and the next 20 years.
The captains of the 8 teams also being presented on stage here at the formal season launch and sharing stories of those who've inspired them throughout their career and their journey to this point of elite AFL football. Now, the festivities are continuing just down the road from here in the Melbourne suburb of Yarraville, and that's where we find our own Nat Edwards. Hi, Nat.
Hi Maddie, yes, I'm over at the very windy Yarraville Gardens where the players and of course their inspirational guests have wandered over for a photo opportunity and of course the chance to get up and close with the Premiership Cup. Dee's captain Daisy Pearce brought along her friend Julia, a former teammate at the Darebin Falcons. Her strength in handling a recent battle with cancer, just one of the many things Daisy admires about her.
She's volunteered as a president and done some great work for Darebin, which has been a powerful club for a long time in the VFL. And in the last 12 months, she's had the biggest battle on her hands. She's was diagnosed with cancer, and just the way she handled that, continued to give, continued to be a wonderful mother. She's just been inspiring.
Pretty touched. Daisy's a champ, and to think that she thinks of me in that way was, yeah, I didn't know what to say to that, to be honest.
Can I just ask you, how are you travelling at the moment?
Yeah, I'm going okay. I've had a lot of really aggressive treatment and I've had a big surgery that seems to be successful, so I'm just trying to recover and deal with my new body and what it can do. But yeah, I seem to be tracking okay.
Now, as for the Demons, the 8 AFLW captains have voted them the team most likely to make the grand final in 2018 after just missing out by percentage last season.
Bit of an eerie and disappointing way to finish up, to win by, I think we nearly won by 10 goals, and then less than 24 hours later you're bitterly disappointed. So I guess that's the joys of footy in some ways, the highs and lows of it. I know we've improved. You can feel that this group's in a different position to what it was 12 months ago. It's almost like a completely different team, but I'm well aware that every team would be feeling that exact same thing, I think.
Carlton is the other team the captains are predicting to rise through the ranks and reach the grand final, leaving reigning premiers Adelaide on the outer.
That's okay. I think we were picked to finish bottom, so keep tradition. Hopefully, you know, we can surprise a few people like we did last year.
Season 2018 will have a slightly different look with 3 new rule changes, including last touch out of bounds, which has already been trialled in the practice matches so far, and the players, well, they're on board.
For me, who just adjusted to AFL, they put a last touch rule and then took one player off, so it's not making life easier for the old girls, that's for sure.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. I was a bit sceptical at the start, being a midfielder and enjoying stoppages for 2 reasons. One, a little bit of a breather, and the second being that it's one of the strengths of my game. I thought it might take away a bit of that, but I think they're predicting that it might only change 5 or 6 passages of play a game, so didn't notice it too much. I think the umpires were still working on what their signal for last touch was going to be.
So the second AFLW season kicks off on Friday night at Icon Park. Carlton taking on Collingwood. 25,000 fans are expected. There could be a lockout just like last year. However, this season there will be an overflow area with big screens and food trucks for those that miss out. Gates open at 5:45 p.m, so make sure you get there early. Stay tuned to afl.com.au as we count down to season 2018.